Alright, so this is my 790 Adventure R. It's pretty much bone stock, except for the graphics, and I made up a RAM mount for phone and GPS holder. I'm trying to put on this exhaust. I'm just going to get a sound clip of the stock pipe, and then this pipe's from Rade Garage over in Europe. It got here pretty quick. It is a full decat pipe. I've heard a lot of things about losing power bottoming, so we're going to find out before anybody starts commenting on all kinds of shenanigans. And I'm going to do a sound clip now with a stock pipe because recording this and what I'm going to be hearing is it always tends to be a little bit different, so hopefully we'll hear the difference of this. Finish of the pipe is pretty good. Could be a little bit better. It's not titanium, it's stainless steel. It is supposed to be 3 kilos lighter than stock. It is also going to go underneath the swing arm as opposed to in between, so it'll have that rally look. It is called a rally pipe. Unfortunately, during shipment it got a little ding that you could see there. And then this heat shield is bent, and I'm not sure if that's by design or as part of the damage. So the stock pipe comes around and the cat sits right in the swing arm there, tucked away in the back. So this piece here is going to connect there. So we'll see how that looks and works, and I'll report back. But for now, here's the audio clip of the bike is cold. I'm not going to run it for long because I don't want to work on hot parts. So and that's it before the neighbors get upset, because it is early Saturday morning. So I'll report back. The skid plate's probably going to have to come off, and there's supposed to be 4 or 5 bolts that hold the catalytic converter in place, and it looks, in true KTM fashion, it looks really a tight squeeze there. So we'll see how that works. Also, we'll see how that looks without that catalytic converter in there. So let's take a look there, and I should be back in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so. Alright, so we're halfway through the surgery. I thought it was actually going to be a lot easier, but it does require to take the left hand peg shifter assembly. It's not that bad, it's just I thought I was going to get away without doing it, and because you have to do that, it's attached to the actually what you have to take off is a side stand, and the side stand is attached to the left hand peg shifter assembly. Not that bad, just because it doesn't have a center stand. I pulled out my old dolly and that helped me. But that's the cat that comes off. It's actually lighter than I thought it would be, to be honest. I know my Super Duke one weighed a ton, actually, but it does, look cleaner without it, because that whole space is now gone. And then there's a bolt. There's 4 bolts basically. There's one of them. There's one on the other side. You can sneak in, but there's one right behind here. And to get to that, not only does this whole thing have to come off, but the actual side stand plus the chain cover has to come off. So you have to disconnect this here also as well. So this is easy. It's just this one guy. I blue thread locked everything. Obviously not the internals of that, but the end, yes, because this actually came off pretty easy. So let's hear what it's like without a cat or a pipe, because I'm not going to get many chances to do this. Yeah, that was like an explosion. Extremely loud. It's amazing how much. That's why they call them mufflers, I guess. But that sounded like an explosion. Alright, so now to install this guy, which I'm sure is going to require some finessing, and then we'll check back. To take the side stand off, and I was futzing around because I was trying to do it without taking the side stand off, see if I could sneak in there. And you can with a wrench. Here you'll be able to see that grey grommet down there? That's the bolt that has to come off. And so you could see there's very little space between that and the black piece next to it on the left. So I was thinking of using a spanner just to sneak in there, but the whole bolt has to come off, and there's not enough clearance there. So you know, it's fine, it's not a big deal. But what probably should have taken half an hour took about an hour and 15. Don't try and do this with somebody holding the bike, it's dangerous, you know, blah blah blah. I used the dolly and strapped the handlebars to each side, which is not foolproof, but did the job. Alright, let's see, put the pipe on. Alright, so got the pipe fitted in, and I'm huffing and puffing because it was quite a bit of work. Not hard, just again very tight tolerances. So the clamp that connects the pipe to the header, which is this guy here, very tight tolerances, even to get the clamp out with the stock. It's just really tight. So you almost need 3 hands to put this pipe on, and I had my wife actually hold it, and I put a bit of foam, really hard foam in here, just to kind of push it back towards me just ever so slightly. Just 2 or 3 millimeters bought me the room I needed to get the clamp on. And then the inside of the pipe, I just smoothed that out. It looked a little rough. And what else we got? Putting this piece here is like really easy. There's lock nuts on those 3, and that one goes straight to where the stock hanger is. The bolt they give you is a little long. I might swap that out for something shorter, because it kind of just sticks out. So that's it. It does have a spark arrestor / DB killer. So I'm gonna fire it up. I haven't even heard it yet. I'm gonna fire it up with I'm gonna fire it up just with it does stick out a little bit more, obviously, in stock. And I left enough clearance on the swing arm just in case you know, I'm airborne or something. That heat protector there, I can see why it's there. I wish the pipe had a little bit better finish, but you know, can't whinge about that stuff. I might actually make up a different protector, because this has a lot of sharp edges, and that I just don't want to get nailed by that if I fall off the bike. So I think I'm gonna make up some rounded edged version of that and put it on. Should be easy. It's just 2 Allen bolts there. I did think about wrapping the actual pipe. That would have, you know, kind of looked cool. But all right, let's fire it up, see what it sounds like. Again, I haven't fired it up, so okay. Definitely sounds more competition yeah, a big crack when you whack the throttle. I can't imagine that with the DB killer out of it, to be honest. And I'm in California, so spark arrestor is a must. You don't want to catch anything on fire. So that's going to stay on. I'm not even going to take that off. But anyways, look, there's not a lot of pipes out there. There's wings. I think Remus just popped out with one. Yoshimura is working on one. Obviously Akrapovic has theirs. It's a lot more pricey, but I believe, you know, you get what you pay for quality wise. I'm not saying this is not quality. We'll see how it holds up. The welds in that could look nicer, but again, you know, this bike is supposed to be run. It's not a garage queen, although it looks very pretty right now because of the sun and the decals and stuff. But the whole point of this bike is to ride. I like that there's that huge space there. It just looks cleaner. So that's it. Rade, sorry. Rade Garage. I think they're in Eastern Europe. If I'm not wrong, it's either Czechoslovakia or Slovenia. I apologize. I just not off the top of my head, and I've been under the sun the last 2 hours putting this on. So yeah, I'm gonna put the bash plate on and then take it for a spin. Any questions, comments, just put them below. I'm not looking for any advice, so if any keyboard jockey is going to explain to me about losing horsepower bottom end, like I said, I'm just going to give this a shot. If I feel there's a difference, I can always go back to stock or get another pipe. So if there's genuine questions, go for it. If not, just, you know, go watch another failed movie or something video. Bye.